Hi, I'm Todd Drollette from MoveThatBlock.com. We're going to talk about ground-up construction. So step one is finding the right site. You may hire a real estate broker, you may choose to do it on your own, but you need to go out and take into account certain things. What's your project? What's the need for it? Say you're going to build a senior housing project. Maybe you need X amount of people over 55, so you'd run demographics. Maybe you want to be on a heavy traffic road, maybe you don't. You'd want to take into account traffic counts, other types of information, housing, incomes, that type of thing. But you need to go out and find the right site. So you might look at that information ahead of time and kind of narrow down a municipality, a specific geographic region. You're going to want to take into account, is there public water, is there public sewer, what are the soils like, is it something that I can easily build into, what are my site development costs going to run into. But say you go around and you're looking at a bunch of sites and you narrow it down, you say, okay, I'm down to 2 or 3 sites. Well, then you want to go in and check the zoning and say, okay, does what I want to do here, can it be allowed? Or do I need to get a variance and try to get special permission to put it here? Assume that for a minute the zoning's right, it's the right piece of property, right size, you think you want to work with this specific property. At this point, you're either going to submit a purchase and sale agreement on the property, or you're going to contact an engineer or an architect to do what's called the concept plan to say, okay, can you lay out my project? Does it fit on this site? Generally, most people will do that. It's kind of a preliminary quick look. You say, okay, yes, it's good. Now I'm going to put in a purchase and sale agreement, going to negotiate back and forth. When my assignment gets, or my contract gets signed, now I'm going to contact potential lenders. Say, okay, here's my purchase and sale agreement. Here's the project I'm trying to do. I'm working on a pro forma to make sure it's going to work. In that process, I'm going to contact contractors and say, hey, here's what I'm working on. Kind of say, are you interested? Then you go back to your architect or engineer. You have them actually do your site plan, do your building plans, which is what the contractors are going to use to bid the work. So while they're going in and getting you your government approvals to build what you want to build, once you have the drawings, you know what your site work costs are going to be, you submit that out to contractors for bid. Then contractors will answer the bids. They'll say, okay, here's the request for proposal. They'll give you bids answering your RFP, your request for proposal. Then you'll get those in, you'll review them. Maybe your real estate broker will help you. Maybe a developer, if you hired a developer to help you build your project, or someone else. Someone will sit down and help you review those, or you might do it yourself. Then you'll get full approvals. Once you have full approvals, you have your bids, then you're going to go back to your lending institution and say, here's the best bid I'm going with, here's all my costs, here's what I'm putting down. You'll get your loan approved. Then you'll go back, you'll award the bid to a contractor. They will start that. At this point, you might hire a project manager to oversee the construction. You might do it yourself. The construction company might act as a project manager for you. The whole thing will get built. As the process is going along, representatives from the municipality will come in and make sure that the construction is being done to local laws and requirements. Once it's all done and you're ready before you can occupy, the town will come back in, do a final inspection. They'll issue called a certificate of occupancy, and then you can actually occupy your space. This could be anywhere from ground up construction, lightning speed, 3 to 6 months. But generally, sometimes this process can take a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It's a very involved process. I'm simplifying it in 2 to 3 minutes, but that will give you a very, very general overview of ground-up construction and what's involved. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact us. My name is Todd Drollette, and this is MoveThatBlock.com.